What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Major Ben video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. As always, I just want to have a little chat. You know, my videos, they're very chilled. There is Elden Ring gameplay in the background yet again. I actually need to record some more updated ones because these are all the old ones from when I started playing the game. So it's all native 4K. It should look absolutely gorgeous for you guys. So hopefully you do enjoy the gameplay. Let me know what you think. Is the gameplay what you want to see in the background, or would you rather see something more interesting? Because I kind of just like showing you guys the games that I'm running on my PC and like native 4K 60 FPS and stuff. So hopefully you guys do enjoy that. But I want to talk a little bit about some PlayStation games that I would love to see come to PC. So please do leave a like and please do subscribe if you enjoy this video. But without further ado, let's talk about this. So yeah, PlayStation, man. I mean, I would see every game possible coming to PC. That's the end of the video. Done. Bye. No, I'm joking. But seriously, I do want to see every PlayStation game come to PC because there are so many phenomenal games on that platform that I just want to play on my desktop PC at full settings, highest everything, just looking absolutely gorgeous. Not to mention, this enables future-proofing. The PlayStation 6, when that comes out, may not have a disk drive, may not be able to support the games that you own already, and games like God of War that you had on PlayStation 4. It may not work on the PlayStation 6. We don't know what's going to happen. Whereas the chances are that if it's on Steam, like God of War, it's very likely going to be supported when you plug in a new graphics card. That's kind of how PC works, and it's one of the major perks of owning a PC and playing your game library there, because you can do this on, you know, on any system. You upgrade the system, you put more RAM in, you put a better CPU in, you put a better GPU in, you are going to see better performance in those games in the future. So that's one of the reasons I want to see all these come. But let's talk about the ones. So obviously recently we've had God of War come. Best port I've ever seen from PlayStation. That game looks incredible, running at native 4K, 60 frames per second on my PC. I can't explain it enough. It looks absolutely gorgeous compared to even the PlayStation 5 version. It's insane. So that is one, if you do have a PC, you should 100% go and check that out because it just looks absolutely insane. Now, we've obviously had that come to PC. We've had Horizon. I'm not a fan of the Horizon series. That's my personal opinion. I just don't like them. I don't get on with it very well. But that's how I feel. So I'm not bothered about those. But these are the ones that I would like. So my first one might surprise you slightly because it's quite new, but I would love to see Returnal by Housemarque come to the PC. I loved Returnal on the PlayStation 5. It was an awesome game. The shooting mechanics were fantastic. I love the way you use the triggers and stuff. That could be the only difficulty, but you could have to hold shift to do one attack and then not hold shift to do another attack. But that's something that they can definitely work out. But this game was awesome on PlayStation 5. It looked insane. Shame it was only upscaled to 1440p, I believe, and it was 60 FPS, but running this game at like 1440p 240 hertz on my 240 hertz 1440p monitor would be absolutely insane. Like, to play this game at a high frame rate would be awesome and make it so much nicer to play, and the whole game would just feel a huge amount better. But this game was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. Like, the boss difficulty and stuff like that was really tough. I liked the kind of you died and you restarted. Like, I actually really enjoyed that, and you gradually feel yourself learning the mechanics, getting better and better at the game, and seeing this come to PC, playing on mouse and keyboard as well. I love shooters on mouse and keyboard. That's 100% something that I would like to do. So that's my first one there. Another one, and this is a strange, so Uncharted. Now, hear me out. We have had, obviously, the Uncharted games, a couple of them, come to PC. I talked about this in a video recently. Why on earth did they bring Uncharted 4 and then Uncharted 5 or the Legacy, whatever it is, and call it the Legacy Collection, bring those to PC? Now, most PC players, most of them, I will say, not all of them, most of them will never own a console. They like PC for the graphics, the amazing upgradability. They like that stuff. They don't go out and buy consoles. Now, to bring Uncharted to PC and bring the fourth and fifth game only is one of the most stupid decisions I think I've ever seen from a company. Now, honestly, bring 1, 2, and 3. You would have had massive amounts of sales of those games, so people could go and play 1, 2, and 3, and then play 4 and 5. Fine, if you need to release them on separate discs so that more people are inclined to buy a game for £40, then fine. Like, release £40 for 4 and 5 and release, I don't know, £40 or £30 for 1, 2, and 3, and then also have a game that you can buy in one package and it's 70. You know, it adds up. It's basic math. So that would have been such a good idea. I would have 100%, even though I own them on PlayStation, I would have bought these on PC. I'd much rather play on PC with my higher settings and stuff. I can't go back. It's so tough. With higher frame rates as well, and an option for mouse and keyboard support, Uncharted would be better than ever. And honestly, that is a mistake I think they made, not bringing the first 3 games, which are actually the best in my personal opinion, to PC. Like, and it gives you the actual entry point and the story. You know, you can actually understand the story a bit more and play the first 3 games how PlayStation intended you to play them in order on, you know, on the PC. I don't know what they were thinking doing that. I think personally a big mistake from them, but you know, what do I know? Next, I actually would like Ratchet and Clank to come to PC. Now, Rift Apart, I had a fantastic time with, but I would like to see a little bit of a collection come to PC. Bring out the PlayStation 4 2016, I believe, Ratchet and Clank. Really, really, really good game. And then bring out this one with it as a bundle to PC, because those games are fantastic. I love the Ratchet and Clank games. A lot of people say they don't, and a lot of people said take the mick out of PlayStation for Ratchet and Clank, but honestly, they are some of the best games I've ever played in my life. The Ratchet and Clank games, the stories are fantastic, the gameplay is fantastic, the mechanics are just amazing. Obviously made by the same guys that did Spider-Man. I can't think of it. Insomniac, that's the one. Absolutely fantastic. Would love to see that game come to PC. Running Ratchet and Clank at like 8K, you could probably do on PC, or at least 4K 120 hertz on PC, since it does run pretty well on PlayStation. Would be awesome. Like 4K 120 hertz. Can you imagine playing these games at native 4K 120 hertz on a PC? You could do it as well. Like, this is the thing. Sony is such a fantastic developer. Their games run so well on PC, the ones they brought, like even Days Gone and Horizon and stuff, they run so well on PC. But playing these games, some of the easier running games like Ratchet and Clank at like native 8K, probably with the 4090 when those come out this year, and or if not, like 4K 120 hertz. Like, man, there's so much possibility with the PCs and this stuff coming. So excuse me, I'm getting too excited over here. Last of Us. The Last of Us franchise is very loved by myself, particularly the first game. I love that series. Playing that, I don't know what more I can say, on a PC would be awesome. Like, again, native 4K, 120 FPS with the original Last of Us, or even 60, native 4K and 60, or 40 and 40p and 120, or whatever. That would look amazing. And then obviously playing mouse and keyboard for shooters is always my preference. Something like Last of Us as a story mode game on PC, I think would do so well. Like, that would be one I would love to see. Bundle them both together, Last of Us 1 and 2, sell it for £70. I'm stupid enough to buy it, and I'm sure there's many people out there on PC who are also stupid enough, like me, to go out and buy it, because that would be insane to have those games, those fantastic stories, particularly the first one, come to PC. And again, for Sony, it's a second round of sales, so that would be awesome for them. Spider-Man. The Spider-Man franchise, one of my favorite games of all time, my top 10 games, is Spider-Man 2016 and Miles Morales together. Those games are so loved by myself. I honestly, they are probably my top 3, actually, to put it up there. And Elden Ring's probably up there now, and Jedi Fallen Order as well, somewhere around there. But this game, the fact, especially Miles Morales for me, was really special. Getting my PlayStation 5, booting that up around Christmas time, it was all snowy, playing in New York. Obviously I'm in the UK, but playing in New York with Spider-Man in the snow, in the winter, there was just a vibe. I just felt a vibe. And I think that's something that PlayStation are able to capture so well in their IPs, is the vibe, the feeling you get from playing those games. Honestly, the feeling I got just playing that at Christmas time, it was just so good, and I was so positive. Everything felt so happy. I had such a nice time then. So that is something I will always remember. And both those games, 2016 and Miles Morales, are so loved, and seeing those come to PC again with the best graphics possible would just be absolutely insane. That's something I would be so happy to see, and I really hope Sony are going to continue doing that. Now, The next one I just want to talk about is kind of an additional two, actually. Ghost of Tsushima and Demon's Souls. Now, Ghost of Tsushima is great. I played that on PlayStation 4, I want to say. I don't think I ever actually finished it, but that graphically looked insane. It looked absolutely gorgeous. And again, that's one I would like to see come to PC. The gameplay was phenomenal, and it just did so well. And I'd love to see that franchise. I know they're working on another game, I believe. I'd love to see that franchise come to PC because I just think it's awesome. I think the way they did that game was just unlike any other game. So that was awesome. And then obviously Demon's Souls, as I said, I've really got into Elden Ring. Elden Ring is the first, I own Demon's Souls on PlayStation, but I never really got that into it because I found it too hard. I'm a bit of an idiot, but I played Elden Ring. I persevered with Elden Ring, and I'm very near the end of the game at this point, and I've had a fantastic time. That's not the gameplay you're seeing in the background, by the way. This is very early on, this gameplay, but Elden Ring really got me into the From Software games. I've had a fantastic time playing it, and honestly, I would love to be able to play Demon's Souls, and especially I'd love to be able to play it on PC, because that's where I like to play. Best graphics, best settings, everything. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do consider leaving a like. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel. And yeah, guys, have a fantastic day as always. Bye-bye for now.